Hey guys, Jody here, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so very much for once again tuning in. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Jody, and I love the arts, and on my channel, I mostly talk about books, television, and theater, so if you like any of those things, be sure to stick around because I'm certainly talking about one of those things today. And if you like Broadway and you like theater, today's video might very well just interest you because today's video I'll be talking about the latest news on Broadway. Well, the latest news for at least the last 2 weeks or so. So without any further ado, let's get on to today's video. So in today's video, I'll be talking about, like I said, the latest news on Broadway. First up, I'll be talking about a bit of casting news for a Broadway revival, that is Spamalot. It was recently announced who is going to play Sir Lancelot in the production, and that's going to be Taran Killam. And he's going to be in the show for about 2 months. He's going to be in it from when it starts on October 31st to, I believe, the first probably weekend in January, maybe second weekend in January. I think it's like January 7th or something like that. But yeah, he's going to be in the show for about 2 months. And then when that time comes, Alex Brightman is going to take over as Sir Lancelot in the revival of Spamalot. Now, I am like so thrilled with this casting news. Like I've said from the start when I've talked about this show on my channel, this revival of Spamalot is what I would say, and what I would say most others would say when it, who love Broadway. This is like an all-star cast we have here. All-star cast. And Alex Brightman, I assumed would have been like in the production from the start, but he is currently in another play right now called The Shark is Broken. That show is ending November 19th. So there were scheduling conflicts, so there was no way that he could have started the show when the show started on October 31st. So yeah, when he leaves The Shark is Broken, he will go into Spamalot. And this production of Spamalot is from the Kennedy Center, and Alex Brightman was in that production as well. So I guess I didn't know that at the time, but yeah, I guess it's not really that big of a surprise for those of you who maybe knew that he's going to be in the show. Now, the question I have when it comes to this particular production, and this is a question I have never had before. Okay, so Taran Killam is going to start, open the show. He's going to be in the show when it officially opens on Broadway at the St. James Theater. I think it's November something, the show opens. So Alex Brightman is not going to be in the show when it officially opens. He's going to be in the show more close to the time that Tony voters would be, checking out these shows and nominating who they want to nominate for Tonys. Now my question is, I've never come across a situation before where I have to imagine if Alex Brightman is eligible to be nominated for a Tony, he, probably will get a nomination for Spamalot. I mean, like every show he's been in, he is always amazing. So I have to imagine a Tony nomination probably is in his future for this production. But the thing is, does somebody have to be in a production of a Broadway show when it officially opens to be eligible for a Tony nomination, or do they just have to be in the show, when Tony voters go to see it? That I don't know. I've never come across this particular situation ever as someone who loves the theater, and I've just never come across this situation before. So if anyone out there knows the answer to this question, I'd love to hear it. Because what I'm trying to get at is, from what I understand of Alex Brightman in The Shark is Broken, he has like a moment in that show where it sounds like it could be nominated for a Tony. He could be nominated for a Tony for his performance. And then if he gets nominated for Spamalot, he will be nominated for 2 shows in 1 season. And this has happened before with a few other actors. Mark Rylance, one of my favorite actors of all time, and Jeremy Pope. They have also been nominated for 2 shows in 1 season. So maybe Alex Brightman might get nominated for 2 shows in 1 season if, you don't have to be in the show when it officially opens. Time will tell, but, I'm getting ahead of myself with all this, and I went on a bit of a ramble with this, but, I was curious. What can I say? If anyone out there knows, let me know. And then the next thing I'll be talking about is maybe the best piece of theater news I have heard in the last, since I stopped seeing shows. Maybe this will be the show that I actually get to see. Well, who knows? But anyway, me, along with anybody who's ever loved this show, has been waiting for this announcement probably for the last decade. And that is, my friends, the TV show Smash. It's coming to Broadway. Oh, I am so excited about this piece of theater news because I absolutely love Smash. I love season 1. I love season 2. I love everything about it. I love the songs. I love the cast. I loved everything about it. I mean, if you love theater and Broadway, you would like this show. You probably like this show if you watched it at the time. I don't know. It's, the show, many didn't care for season 2, probably thought it was a bit over the top, a bit campy, but you know what? I loved it. I didn't care. I loved it. I need a revival of Smash. I need to see what these characters are up to. Okay. I'm going to go on a ramble about this too, but a ramble. Just keep talking. But I love this show so much. I miss it so much. It's very rare that I rewatch a show I've seen once again, but I rewatched Smash a few years ago, and I was just reminded about how much I love it, reminded about how much I love the songs. But anyway, let's get on to the ins and outs of the Smash coming to Broadway. So in September, I think it was like September 22nd, there was, I think, 2 industry readings, presentations for this production of Smash on Broadway. Carrie Butler was in the production, not production, she was in one of these, I think, I don't know if they were, I don't know how it works, obviously, but Carrie Butler played Ivy in the readings, and Robin Herder played, I got that backwards. Carrie Butler played Karen, and Robin Herder played Ivy. Most notably played by Megan Hilty played Ivy in the TV show, and Catherine McPhee played Ivy on the Catherine McPhee played Karen on the TV show. I'm all over the place per usual. Sorry about that. But they were both in the reading presentation that took place in New York recently for this production of Smash. Krista Rodriguez, who was also on the TV show, she played Karen's friend. She was in the industry reading. Alex Brightman was in the industry reading. I think Vanessa Williams was in it. Bonnie Milligan, Justin Cooley, and I love this performer. I just can't pronounce their last name. He's been in The Prom, Something Rotten. What else? He's been he's just one of my favorite actors. But Brooks Ashkin, I can't pronounce the last name. I apologize, Brooks, but he was in it. So, it's a really great all-star cast for this industry reading presentation thing, and I'm just so excited about it. I think also pretty good all-star creative team as well. Susan Stroman, I think, directed these readings presentations. Rick Ellis and Bob Martin co-wrote the book, and obviously the scores by Mark Shaman, Scott Whitman. And I should probably point out, for those of you who have watched the show and didn't know about this news, I think the show is going to focus primarily, like on season 1, about the making of the Marilyn Monroe musical. So all of Scott Whitman and Mark Shaman's songs from season 1 will be in the show, I'm assuming. And man, just an amazing show, amazing songs. I mean, if you've watched my channel before, you know I brought up Smash before. I love Smash. I love it so much, and I'm just so happy that this is finally happening. I wish it was happening. I wish it happened when I was actually seeing shows. But, maybe this will be the show where my mom's like, yeah, Jody, let's go in and see a show again. So, because really, she has some time to get around to wanting to see shows again, because this Broadway show isn't supposed to be in this season. It's going to be in the 2024 to 2025 Broadway theater season. Also, there is going to be a workshop in February that I guess, they're going to work on the show some more between now and February, and, they'll be more put together, I guess, by that time. But yeah, this cast, I love this cast for this reading, these presentations, but it's hard to say if anybody will transfer to the Broadway production, because at the end of the day, it's just a workshop, it's just a reading, so it's in the very early stages. My hope would have been that I love this cast, so I'm just putting that out there before I say this, but like I said, I love the cast of the TV show, and Megan Hilty has been on Broadway, Catherine McPhee has been on Broadway. I kind of made the assumption that when the time came for the show to come to Broadway, that they would probably be in it, because, they've been on Broadway, and they were in the show. How cool would that be? But, it could still happen. But like I said, I love the cast regardless. And, yeah. So, I forgot to say, I'm wearing my t-shirt for Mean Girls. I try to wear can't see all of it, but yeah, I saw this in May of 2018. I really liked it, and I try to wear a Broadway show every time I talk about one of these videos. Now, today's video was probably all over the place, and, you know, I probably, you know, I talk too much, per usual. But, yeah, also, I guess I mentioned this in my last theater news on Broadway video, but the Broadway Flea Market is this Sunday in the Times Square area. So if you like Broadway and you're in the city, you know, it's a whole flea market where you can find amazing Broadway merchandise and souvenirs. So just thought I'd remind those of you that that is taking place on Sunday. Hopefully the weather is nice, because honestly, I am so over this rain. I feel like we had one day of sunshine this week, and it is like, now it's back to rain. And honestly, I think I might actually be getting seasonal depression from this nonstop rain. But, you know, along with my regular everyday depression. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. But first, let me know if you're looking forward to Smash coming to Broadway, or are you going to go see Spamalot? Are you going to the Broadway Flea Market? Or have you seen any shows recently? It doesn't have to be just on Broadway, regional, community, national tour, Broadway show, whatever. Let me know what you've seen recently, because I love to talk about Broadway. So, and thanks for watching today's video. Like I said, I'm all over the place. Sorry about that. But until next time, bye.